In this video, I'm going to be breaking down this workflow that I created that generates winning content ideas. It is completely automated, and I'm going to be showing you guys step by step how to set it up, and I will be giving you guys the workflow so that you guys can use it for yourselves. All right, so I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's get straight into the workflow. All right, so here's the workflow that I have created. It is running right now because I do want to show you guys a quick demo, but basically the high level information is that we set a hashtag here to scrape. I put dropshipping. It can be any niche you want to scrape, and then it's going to run the scraper. And then after that, it's going to start the other workflow where it gets the results from the scraper. It makes sure that the video has over 100K views. It puts all that information into a sheet, analyzes the video, breaks down the video in an AI agent, updates the sheet with the new information, loops through all the videos to make sure that we get all the videos and all the information that we need. Then we run through a second loop, which will transcribe each video so that we have the transcription as well. And then we can start the third workflow here, which will take all the information that we just got in the Google Sheets of the entire video, transcription, hook, everything of all these viral videos. And basically what we can do with that information is feed it into this AI agent that will be able to look through all the data and use its brain to figure out ideas for you, hooks for you, and basically anything that you want to create your own videos. And then we actually go to create a document with 5 new video ideas. And all of this you can edit for yourself. You can change if you want 10 ideas or whatever. And then I also created this part right here where you can chat with the sheet. So you can chat with the AI agent like you're chatting with ChatGPT, and you could ask it anything about the sheet. You could ask for, how many viral hooks, or give me some similar viral hooks for this, or you can interact with it in any way that you'd like. So once this finishes running, I'll show you guys the Google Sheet, and I'll show you guys the doc that it created as well. Just like that, the entire workflow just finished running. It did take a while because there is a lot of things happening in here, but I do want to show you guys the results real quick. So right here we have the Google Sheets. You guys will be able to make a copy of this sheet. And as you can see, we got 108 results for dropshipping TikToks. We have the video URL here. We have the media URL, so we can download the video as well. The post date, video length, views, likes, comments, shares, the engagement rate of the video, the hook, the main theme of the video, the format, the music, the hashtags, and the CTA if there is one, with the transcript as well, and timestamps on that as well. So all this information is already so valuable, and you can use it in so many ways to help you create content, just being able to break down the sheet yourself. So already that on its own is useful. Let me show you an example of how it picks up one of the hooks. So for example, one of these videos, it says right here, the video begins with Jordan Brown talking about his dropshipping journey, showing early sales figures of a $10 and then quickly transitioning to $170,000. And then you can see the main theme. The video discusses the challenges and effort involved in dropshipping, highlighting that it's a skill set that takes time and investment to develop, and presents a comprehensive course created by the speaker to teach these skills for free. And then you can also see the format, voiceover with clips and on-screen text. So all this is AI generated from when we analyze the video. And then the doc right here that it created for us with the video ideas. As you can see, we got 5 high quality videos. Let me just read one, for example. The hook, the 30-second morning routine that 7-figure entrepreneurs don't share. And then we have the script here. Everyone talks about 5 a.m. routines and cold showers, but the real secret, it's not what you do in the morning, it's what you don't do. Stop checking emails first thing, stop scrolling social media. Instead, take 30 seconds to write down your one most important task for the day. That's it. This simple hack has helped me stay focused and 10x my productivity. Let me show you exactly how this works. And then you have a song suggestion as well, and hashtag suggestions based on what went viral in the sheet. Now, this is an insane system that I built. I use it myself and it works really well. I think there's a lot of value in it. So now I'm gonna go and break down each node one by one so you guys can understand a bit in the back end how it works, and so you guys could get it up and running for yourself, for your own niche. So if you guys want this entire workflow, you can go to my school. The link will be in the description and you'll be able to download the JSON and import it straight into your N8N. So let's get straight into it here. We start off with a set node where I just set a variable called hashtag dropshipping. So it's just a string dropshipping, and that will be fed into our Apify scraper here. And then this is basically the scraper we use where we are going to be running this JSON with the hashtag that goes straight into it. So basically the hashtag we just set before will go into this array here. We could put multiple, but for this setup, I'm just gonna do one at a time where we only have one hashtag, and then it's gonna scrape 200 results per page, and then should download covers true, should download slideshows, images true, just basically to download everything so that we are even able to download all the videos, which is gonna help us after as well. So once that runs, it's gonna take a little time to produce all the data on the back end in Apify. And then once it's done, sometimes it takes around 5 minutes. I usually run this next part where we get the results from the scraper. This is super simple. We're just getting the last run data sets. So basically whatever ran last on this actor is going to get outputted in this node so that we can get all the data that we scraped earlier on. Then we do have a filter node here where we just check the play count, and then we make sure the play count is greater than 100,000. Depending on your niche, you could play around with this. So if you have a niche that, 100K views is nothing crazy, then you could put this to like 1 million or something. But since dropshipping, e-commerce, or educational style videos usually get less views, I like to keep it at 100K. Then we have this append or update row sheet. So this basically just connects to our sheet right here and is linked to all of these items at the top here. And we just connect them all here. So basically we have the media URL, video URL, post date, etc., etc. We have all this stuff here. And all I did was connect the data that we got in from Apify, from the scrape. So web URL, created time, duration, play count, all the data is connected here. We have the hashtags as well, and then I have a little extra code with the hashtag just to make sure it comes out clean, because a hashtag is an array, and it's a bit tough when you put an array into a Google Sheets. It doesn't look that clean. So here we just clean it up with this extra code here. Sorry, with this extra code here. And then after that, we start a loop. So this is going to be a batch size of 3, just so we don't overload the APIs. Basically, we are going to loop through this based on how many items we have in the sheets. So if we have, the example here is 108, this will loop through this 108 times, but it will send 3 data sets at a time. So we start the loop and we start with analyzing video. So this is actually a new block Gemini just released, and it's super useful. I love it. Basically, you can put a prompt, you can use any Gemini model you want to analyze a video, and this will actually analyze the video fully. It won't just like transcribe and analyze the transcription. It could pick up on music, it can pick up on colors on the video, it can pick up on it basically watches the video. So with this, we can analyze the video, and I did put this prompt here. So you're an expert content analyst specializing in short form videos. Analyze the following video and extract only these 3 elements: 1, hook, 2, main theme, and then 3, format. And then I kind of provide a JSON example of how I want it to be outputted, how I want it to be output. And then as the URL, I just send in the URL of the video. And this is why we wanted to download the videos in Apify, so we could send the downloaded version so it can actually analyze the video with that link. And then that is going to output the information I want to put into this AI agent. And basically in this AI agent, I just wanted it to turn that outputted text into a proper JSON format so we can continue the flow. And then I also ask it to figure out the engagement rate using the views and the shares, and I just plug in the data here. And then I also was getting some weird decimal numbers when I was playing around with it, so I also told it to have max 2 decimal points, and then I gave it an example. And also I was getting issues because it wasn't outputting stuff sometimes when it didn't know what to output, so I said, always give an output. If you cannot find information, put null. And that works pretty well for me. Then I also enabled a structured output, and the model I'm using OpenRouter, and it's just GPT-1 mini, so it's cheaper and still works pretty well. For the structured output here, we have how I want the output, so just hook. This is just an example, so you don't really have to put data, but the data would go into these variables. The important part is saying the variable you want. So you want hook, you want the main theme, you want the format, and engagement rate. And I would recommend to put on autofix format. This has saved my workflows a lot of times when there was errors. Just make sure you turn this on. And when you do turn it on, it will give you an option to connect to a model. As you can see, you just drag and drop that to the same model that you're using for the AI agent, and that should work fine. And then I added another think tool. This just helps overall. I didn't change the prompt. So this is a default prompt when you open the think module, and it just helps a bit with the workflow. Sometimes it can figure things out if it uses its AI brain. All right, so after that, we do actually go into another Google Sheets here, and this is just to update the missing data that we had earlier. So it's just to put the engagement rate, the hook, the main theme, and the format. So once all that gets updated, basically all of this from here to here, from video URL to CTA is actually completed. So the only part that we have to do from there is get the transcription. So as you can see, some of the transcriptions didn't get taken. A lot of those could be because it's, they're not talking in the video, or maybe it just didn't pick it up, but you will get the transcriptions for most of the videos. So for the transcription part, we just run another loop here, and we will start by going into another Apify HTTP request, which will actually run a very simple transcription actor that I found that will transcribe TikToks, Instagrams, basically anything. So this is very useful. I just put the JSON here, super simple. You just put the video URL in as the variable, and that should run it for that. And every time it runs it, you just want to also update here the sheet, obviously, with the transcription. So once all that finishes, we have completed our Google Sheets here with all the information needed to continue. So once we are there, we can start this idea generator module AI agent. And basically this AI agent has a lot going on here. So basically I enabled, so it has a fallback model, it has a main model, it has a think node, it has the tool for the Google Sheets, and also I want it to have a structured output. So let's start with the actual prompt of the AI agent. So for the AI agent prompt here, nothing too crazy, as you can see. Basically just using the data from the provided sheet about viral content trends. Please create 5 unique talking head video ideas. Each idea should include a strong attention-grabbing viral style hook similar to those in the sheet data, a concise script that lasts between 15 to 30 seconds when spoken, actual song recommendations of popular or trending TikTok sounds, So as you can see, we give it a lot of instructions to create the best quality scripts possible for us. And then we also give it output rules here. This is just, I like to put it in the prompt as well, just so it kind of understands the schema of how I want the output. And I try and tell it to say to only return a single JSON object. This helps with the rules for the output. And then basically I have the anthropic model here. The reason I had to add this ChatGPT model is because I realized when I use the anthropic model to get the tool from the sheets, it always doesn't have the proper JSON format to do the GET request. So I did put a fallback model with GPT, and that allows it to get the data from the sheets. And then when we actually run to create the prompt, it uses Anthropic to get that high quality prompt and idea generation. I also just use a regular think tool here. This is, like I said, I don't really change these prompts and it usually works out just fine. Here the Google Sheets, we have the list and both lists, sorry, from the sheets here, which gives it all the data, and pretty simple over there. For the structured output here is basically what I pasted into the AI agent. But here you can see it very cleanly laid out, and this will just help it guide how I want the output to look like. So we have an array for hashtags. We have an array for songs that holds two variables. We have title and artist so that we can get both of those. And then we have the hook here and we have the script. So pretty simple. And then we basically feed all that information into this message model just because I want the output to be in one variable. And this is a super simple, quick prompt here just to get that done. We take in the stringified version of all the data here to output this exactly like that. And then we can't really create and update a document at the same time, so we make a create document real quick. You can change the title here. I just put a simple videos idea, and then basically we update the document with the information here. The text is the formatted text that we created, and then the doc ID is just the ID of the document we basically just created. So other than that, if you do want to use this AI agent, which is basically the same as this, but you can talk to it and it's connected to a simple memory, a quick 4.1 mini. You can also add Anthropic here if you want higher quality results, but it will probably cost more. And then basically here, you're able to ask it any question of the Google Sheets. The reason it gave me random answers was because I forgot to update where it gets information from. But it gave me some random gibberish here. But if I ask it, give me the top 3 viral hooks from the sheets, it will basically look through the sheets, get all the data, run through 4.1 mini, and it will give us all the 3 viral hooks, the top 3 viral hooks, and you can just talk around with it. It's actually gonna be really helpful, like if you just want to chat real quick and extract data from the sheet. And as you can see, it gave all the data. It gave the hook, who it's from, what the hook is, the views, the likes, the engagement rate, and the full hook. So this can be extremely useful in so many different use cases. This is actually crazy. 7.5% engagement rate on 10,000, or sorry, not even 10 million views. That's crazy. I'll have to look into this video. But as you guys can see, you can extract so much data from this. It's so useful. So anyways, guys, that's the entire workflow that I created Once again, if you do want to use this workflow for yourself, make sure to join my school. I did put a link in the description, and you can just copy and paste the entire system and start using it today. So if you did enjoy this video, you found it insightful, please like, maybe subscribe, and I'm gonna keep posting videos of workflows I create to help you guys generate more income or help other people generate more income. Either way, guys, thanks for watching, and see you guys on the next one.